What's up, people? How you guys doing tonight? What's up, Doug? I'm gonna try not to laugh at your comments in chat. That's right, Greg. Too much metal for one hand. Alright, so show tonight. What do we got going on tonight? Well, I'm sure most of you know about our new sponsor, oh, and I forgot to change the background because I'm an idiot. That's good. Hold on a sec. Oh, me not smart. There we go. Hold on. Let's fix this real quick. There. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. That's better. Now we got the new background up. As you can see, my new sponsor right there, iHybrid. He's in the room. Mr. Faceless. So I'm doing a giveaway from him this week, and weekly giveaways moving forward, which is really exciting. Got a bunch of reviews tonight. We're going to talk about the Hana mod and the SQuape, which is these two guys right here. And we're also going to talk about the Nahual, which is this little guy right here. So that's on tap. We got mod news, some interesting stuff actually came out this week, or was announced this week. That's going to be coming out relatively soon. Excuse me. Yes, it's pronounced Nahual. I actually checked with Urquidezj first before saying it on the show, because I had a feeling I would pronounce it wrong. So it's pronounced Nahual. Like a narwhal, but without the R. The unicorn of the sea, which I think might be appropriate. But it is not the narwhal, it is the Nahual. So, anyway, so mod news, bunch of giveaways, including the new one that you are all aware of, I'm sure. Yeah, so why don't we get started? So, and just so you guys know, for those of you that have been to the show before and the regulars on the show, typically the way that the giveaways work on the show is you're allowed to win one giveaway per episode of the show. But we are going to change the rule starting this week, because we're going to be doing the iHybrid giveaways now. So you can win. The iHybrid mod will be treated separately from the rest of the giveaways. So you can win any of the other non-mod giveaways and still participate in the giveaway from iHybrids. I think that's only fair. So I don't want to see everybody not participate and win some awesome juice just because they want to win something from Faceless. So let's do our first giveaway, actually, shall we? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a giveaway from Alice in Vapeland, who, if you have not tried their juice, they are fantastic. They actually make a couple of my all-time favorite juices, which are Zombie Apocalypse, Pumpkin Tumble. I really like the new one they have, April Moon, and A Quiet Morning is another one of my favorites too. So I find their juices taste really good on both Silica and Jenny's. Even though I usually use mesh, I find they are good on both. So So, let's see. How many people do we have in the room? We've got 80 people online, so we're going to do a number from 1 to 100 first. When I say go, pick a number from 1 to 100 if you want to win a gift certificate. The amount of money you win is $13.10, which is enough to purchase a 15 milliliter bottle or an 18 milliliter dripper bottle, 15 mils glass. And it also will cover shipping. You're welcome to participate if you're outside the U.S. as well, but you'll have to pay a couple bucks to cover the difference in the shipping. You can also apply the gift certificate to a larger purchase if you want to. So, and when I say go, pick a number from 1 to 100 and go. Also, want to let you guys know I'm going to be testing out some new software between now and the show next week that will hopefully improve the video quality that you guys are seeing. So I know the show's a bit choppy. I've had some issues with lag running chat and XSplit software and the Logitech camera software and all this other stuff at the same time. So it's actually a work laptop, so it's not really made for multimedia use. But anyway, let's see. Keep the numbers coming. I miss side cams too. Side cams were fun. Maybe someday we'll have side cams again. That'd be nice. So, alright, I'll give you guys a little more time to get your numbers in. If you're just joining the room and you're interested in winning a gift certificate from Alice in Vapeland, throw a number from 1 to 100 up in chat, please. And we're in the middle of a random drawing, so. That is reason enough to get side cams, I think, right there, Sam. What juice am I vaping on? Right now, I've been trying all kinds of different stuff recently, a lot of the new stuff that's been coming out. So right now in the Nahual, I'm vaping D-Shock from G2 Vapor. In the SQuape, I am vaping Bowden's Mate from 5 Ponds, and then I've actually been trying this out that I'm going to review next week, which is the Fuse. And that one I am vaping Mother's Milk from Suicide Bunny. So, alright, a couple more seconds, guys, and then we will we'll wrap up this giveaway. So when I say stop, no more numbers, please. So get them in now. Helios Gold is really good too. I actually am out of Helios, which is why I'm not vaping Helios right now. So I'm waiting on an order of Meteor. I really like Meteor too. Alright, there we go. So let's see what we got. And just one number per drawing, guys. You only need to put it in chat once. Let's see what we got. 47. Alright, now I get to scroll through a million numbers. Let's see. Okay, now I am going to count the 47 that popped up at the same exact time that I hit stop, because there's no way that you could have typed that at the same time. I think that's fair. So Mangle Pup, I'm going to count you. Let's see if we have any other 47s. There is another 47 from Silent Nights. And another 47 from Friscani. Alright, so the three of you, Friscani, Silent Nights, and Mangle Pup, we're going to do a three-way roll-off. So when I say go in chat, the three of you pick a number from 1 to 20, okay? And Go. And if two of you pick the same number, the first person that picks it gets it. Second person, you have to pick a different number. 1 to 20. Oh, Rep. Rep, you're a little bit late. We're doing a roll-off between 3 people. Alright, let's see what we got. 6. Alright, Silent Knights, that's you. Congratulations. I'm going to send you a message in chat that will have my email address, and what you're going to do is just send me an email. Let me know that you are the winner of the Allison Vapeland gift certificate. And what I'll do is I'll forward your email address on to Allison Vapeland, and they will send you a gift certificate coupon code by next Tuesday, which is the day before they open up until they meet capacity. So they open the store on Wednesdays until they reach capacity, so you'll be able to order from them next week. So congratulations, here comes my email. You'll see it come across in chat. You're the only one that can see it though, so just copy that and shoot me an email. There you go, Silent Knights, congrats. Alright, so let's move on. We're going to talk about mod news. So, first off, we have the Perdita. So this little guy is from Vapor Freak over in Germany. It's 59 euro. From what I can tell, it's nothing terribly interesting, to be quite honest with you. I think it looks nice, but it's a 14500 mod, which is a little bit of a turnoff for me. I usually use the 18mm diameter batteries, or 26650s every once in a while. But it does look nice. It's pretty simple. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know a lot about the materials, but it's brand new. It's actually available over up on Vapor Freak, and I just posted the link up in chat if you're interested in taking a look. So what's up, Vaping with Kyle? What happened? Did I miss something? Okay. Oh, you gotta go. Oh, sorry, man. Alright, we'll see you soon. So if you don't have video, try clicking on the video screen, and it'll bring you to Vaughn Live, and then click back. I don't know why that works, but that works for some people that are having issues with video loading. So see if that works. But let's see. Anyway, so the Perdita 14500 stainless steel. It looks pretty simple. There's other good 14500 mods out there that I think are a little more interesting in design, but it is, it's a simple, clean design. And perhaps I'll review one on the show later on. So we shall see. Next up, so last week I talked about that unusual new mod that's coming out from Aero Vapes, the one with the motion sensor switch on it, which I think is interesting at the very least. I don't know how well that'll work in as far as actual use goes, but we'll see. Maybe we'll be reviewing that on the show in the future. Supposedly all of these products up on Aero Vapes are supposed to be available for sale around the end of July, but it is the last day of July and I haven't seen anything go on sale yet, so here is the link. That's for Aero Vapes if you want to take a look at this guy, which is the BF, stands for bottom feeder. It is a bottom fed atomizer, which at least to me, even though they say it's a new innovative bottom fed atomizer, it looks exactly like a chalice to me. So I don't know, maybe there's something innovative about the design that's not visible in the photos, but based on the specs that I saw, there is no price yet on this, by the way. Based on the specs that I saw, it pretty much looks like a chalice. Screw-on cap. It's got that slightly concave juice well with the center hole. The screws are similar setup with the center hole and the opposing posts. I don't know, we'll see. Not that there's anything wrong with having another bottom-fed atomizer that's as good as the Chalice, but I'm just hoping it's not a blatant rip-off. So, yeah, exactly. That's my point, Hellhammer. The Chalice is next to impossible to get. So if this is as good as the Chalice, even if it is very, very similar, you know, there's nothing wrong with another device of that quality being on the market. So, let's see. Next, so this is, I don't know if you guys have heard about this yet. This is the Kick 2. Pretty interesting. You know, I am not a Kick user. I did use one for a while, a long time ago, when I was first starting to get into mechanicals, and I didn't, you know, I wasn't really getting good at rebuilding yet, to the point where I was, you know, setting up my coils to adjust my wattage rather than, you know, having my device do it for me. So I used a Kick to do that. So this is the Kick 2 though, and it has some new features. The max amp limit on it is 6 amps now, and the max wattage is 15 watts now. So it goes from 5 watts to 15 watts. Now, I know a lot of people vape over 15 watts, but the reason why I'm excited about this device is using this in conjunction with the Vela Latina. Because, you know, the Vela Latina, you have to use a pre-made 306. 306 is a good vape. You know, the Cisco spec 306s are really good. There's other good 306s out there as well, but you still have to use a pre-made 306. It's not a rebuildable. But being able to use this Kick 2 in a, you know, in an 18500 tube with a 350 battery, you could crank the wattage up to, you know, 14, 15 if you wanted to, and get a really nice warm vape from that 306 atomizer. Another thing that they changed with the Kick 2 is it can handle a larger operating range of ohms. The Kick 1, if I remember correctly, you had to be between like 1.5 and 3 for it to work properly. With this one, it's 0.5 to 3.3 ohms operating range for it to work properly, which is pretty great. So, you know, if you want to use it with a rebuildable, then that's you know, that's possible even with a low ohm setup. So yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about this guy. So we'll see what happens. No idea on the price yet, but looks interesting. So let's see. Yeah, it fires at 0.5. It's in the official specs actually, 0.5 to 3.3. So let's see. This guy up next, this is the Templar. Some of you may have seen this already. The list went live up on Facebook. Let me get you the link. I don't know if it's full. It was very small. I'm guessing it's full. He's going to open another list though. That is the link. So it's the Templar by Tempest Modz. The Templar mod by Tempest Modz. It's 304 stainless, it's 22 millimeter, it's modular, so it's got a segmented tube much like the Chi-Yu. So if you purchase one, you'll be able to use it with all three 18 series batteries, 18, 350, 500 and 650. It's $230 shipped, but that includes, like I said, all three tube sizes, and that does include shipping as well. So, you know, it's a little high, but you know, for a higher end mechanical mod, getting all three tubes, it's not terrible. Brass contacts, it's got an adjustable positive pin, brass top cap, as you can see, brass lock mechanism, which looks like it sits, doesn't sit flush with the rest of the device. Frank got squirt. Embossed cross-firing pin, or firing button, and then it's obviously got some safety features. It's got ventilation for the battery, and from what I understand, it's very, very well machined. The threads are buttery smooth. That's one of the features that they list. So, you know, I will reserve judgment on that for when I get one in person and review it on the show. But that is the word on the street, and the serial numbers are actually done in Roman numerals, which is kind of cool too. So, and it has that Templar Knights engraving on it as well. So, nice looking device. Yeah, Frank was about to knock over some mods, so Frank got squirt with the squirt bottle. So, let's see, what do we have up next? This I'm really excited about. So, I'm going to link you guys a video, and I will not be offended if you go watch this right now and don't watch the show while I'm talking. So, this right here... Check that out. So that right there is a video of a older prototype of what you're looking at on the screen right now. This is a yet to be named, from what I understand, auto feeding dripper from Atmo Mihani, which I found out is how you pronounce that since the last time that I butchered their name when I reviewed the Nemesis. So basically, the way that this thing works is it's a dripping atomizer, and it has a juice tank, and when you want to fill it, it's actually like it's almost like a plunger. You push down on the top cap of the device, and it pushes down, and then as it comes up, it pulls juice up into the dripping chamber, which is so awesome. So I'm really stoked about this. I mean, if this thing works really well, you're going to have a dripping atomizer, so you get that really intense warm vapor and flavor that you get from a dripper, but actually have a decent juice capacity as well. Yeah, so this thing's going to be really, really cool. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You got one yesterday and you like it a lot? Nice. Let's see. So what is up next? One sec. So these I am actually pretty excited about. So some new pipes coming out from Limelight. Let me get you their website. It's Limelight Mechanics. The site is still under construction, but it is live now. I mentioned these on the show before, but I didn't really have a lot of information to share at the time. So, but they do have a website up now, and I have 2 files that I've hosted for you guys and shared. And I'm going to post the links up in chat right now. Okay? Hold on a sec. What those are the specs and pricing information for these products that they have coming out. What they're going to be selling is pipes and fancy pipe stem drip tips, basically. So on the left hand side here, what you're seeing is their drip tip designs, and they look amazing. The small picture doesn't do them justice. The photos are in those 2 files that I just linked if you guys want to check those out. And they look incredible. And the pipes are all in one of those 2 PDF files as well. So take a look at both of those. The pricing information's all in there. They're pretty reasonably priced from what I saw. You know, a little bit of a variation in price, but they're all, you know, they're under $100. The prices are all in euro, in case you're wondering. And yeah. See. But yeah, they look really interesting. They're made in Serbia. I actually heard about these from the person who makes the or the person who represents Steamworks on the forums, who's the person that made the Dreamcatcher that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. This is somebody else that he knows in Serbia that's making these devices. So they look really awesome. Take a look at the pictures of some of those pipes. They're really, really clean and simple and really classy looking, in my opinion. So let's see what is up next. Alright, that's it for mod news. So we are going to do another giveaway. Not from Allison Vapeland, but from Urquidezj. So this giveaway is a whole bunch of juice. Basically, if you win this giveaway, you're going to win 4 15 milliliter bottles of juice in the nicotine level of your choice from Urquidezj. They pick the flavors. They're randomly chosen from what they have in stock. And yeah, so you get 60 milliliters of juice for free. How can you beat that? So, and as I said earlier on the show, for those of you that have joined since I said this, typically the way the rules work with the giveaways is you're allowed to win 1 giveaway per show, but we're separating out the iHybrid giveaway, so feel free to participate in the other giveaways. If you win something, you'll still be able to participate in the pure giveaway. So 1 non-pure win per episode of the show, and you can also still participate in that if you win. So anyway, let's see how many people we got in here now. Alright, we're going to do a number from 1 to 150. About that, huh? So when I say go, pick a number from 1 to 150. Just pick 1 number per person, post it into chat, and then the random number generator will tell us who wins the juice from Urquidezj. And like I said, 4 15 milliliter bottles, your nicotine level that you choose. So, here we go. You do, Faceless. Thanks, jackass. You guys are a little quick on the draw. The 3 of you that posted the number before the go line, if you could post that same number again after, just make my life easier. Thank you. Well, you British folk are allowed to participate in the pure giveaway. I'll ship that thing international, no problem. It's sitting right here, by the way. I already vaped about 20 milliliters of fluid through it, just so that the winner won't be able to taste anything but that. No, I'm just kidding. It's unused. But anyway, so Urquidezj. Let me talk about this real quick. So they've got a Urquidezj 310 Vapor, same people. Urquidezj is hosting an event called Vapetoberfest coming up in late October, 18th and 19th. From what I hear, it's going to be really big. They've got a really big venue booked for it, so it sounds like it should be a lot of fun. If you're out that way, I'd recommend you check it out. And if you're not, it might be worth heading out there. I'm going to try to get out there for the 2nd day. I'm actually on vacation up until the day before then, so see if I can fly out there for at least part of it. So. Alright, keep the numbers coming, guys. I'll give you guys a few more seconds. And then when I say stop in chat, no more numbers, please. So get them in now. And stop. Alright, let's see what we got. 100 on the dot. Let's see if anybody picked 100. Bear with me, I'm scrolling through a lot of numbers. I don't see any hundreds, so let's see if we got anything close. There is a 103 from ring capacity. Let's See if we got anything closer than a 103. Do not believe so. Alright, it looks like 103 is the winner. Congratulations, ring capacity. Alright, there you go. Did you really get 98, Tempest, and I missed it? Please don't screw with me on this, guys. I gotta scroll through a lot of stuff. I didn't see a 98 in there. Where the heck is the 98? I don't see it. You're messing with my head, aren't you? You're killing me. Alright, ring capacity. No, you didn't put a 98, Tempest. I didn't see a 98 in there anyway. Alright, ring capacity, congratulations. I am going to send you a message in chat. And with my email address. What you're going to do is send me an email with your shipping address and also with the nicotine level that you want, and we will get that over to you right away. So here comes my email address. Like I said, it'll come over in chat. I thought you were screwing with me, Tempest. Don't mess with me with the giveaways, guys. They take long enough already, please. Let's see. Alright, ring capacity. There you go. That's my email. So just send that over to me. Your shipping address and the nicotine level that you want. We'll get the juice over to you right away. Congratulations again. So, back-to-back giveaways. Next one, we're doing a giveaway from my good friends over at RTD Vapor. If you don't know RTD, you should. It's pretty much where I buy all my batteries and chargers and wire and stuff. So they've got a great selection of all of those things, and they've also got some atomizers and other stuff over there as well. But as far as the batteries and chargers, for sure, they've got the best selection. So so this one, let's see how many people we got in the room. This giveaway is actually for one of the atomizers they carry, an AGAT2, which is the glass tank one, the version 2. So let's see here. We're gonna do a number from. Hold on. We're gonna do a number from 1 to 150 again. And when I say go in chat, oh, RTD's in the room. Nice. Hey, what's going on? So when I say go in chat, pick a number from 1 to 150 again, unless you've already won on tonight's show. And good luck. Here we go. Not much, man. How you doing? Thanks for doing the giveaway. Every damn week. Like clockwork. So again, this is for an AGAT2. Excuse me. My stomach's making funky noises. Need to drink some vapor juice. Drink some vapor. What the hell am I talking about? It is a rebuildable Genesis atomizer, Sharon. It's a good one to learn on, actually, if you've never used a Genesis before. Alright, keep the numbers coming in, guys. I'll give you a little more time here. Number 1 to 150 if you're just coming into chat for AGAT2. Give you a few more seconds. Oh yeah, they carry trippy tips too over at RTD. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, they got that there. Let's see. Alright, and stop. Let's see what we got. 46. Alright, there's a 47 from Flip. Let's see if we got anything closer. Okay, bear with me, guys. 46 from XSFAT. XS That's gotta be. Oh man, that's pretty good. All right, I've got some of that. All right, XSFAT with a 46. Let me see if there's any others. Give me 1 sec. I just want to scroll through one more time. Very creative username there, man. All right. All right, very good. XSFAT, you are the winner. Let me find you in the chat list over here, and I'm going to send you an email. I'm going to send you a message in chat. What you are going to do is send me an email with your shipping address. I'm going to send that over to RTD, and we'll get that over to you right away. Here is my email address coming over now. There you go. You'll see it come across in chat just like all the other messages, but from me. So just send me an email with your shipping address and we'll be good to go. So let's move on. Next up, we are going to talk about vape mail a little bit. So a couple things I got this week that I'm going to be reviewing on the show in the near future. Let's see. First off, show you this little guy right here. So this guy is a handmade version of a device that's going to be going in, that is actually in production right now and is going to be released in the next couple of weeks. So this is called a H-Addy from Hana's. Okay, this little atomizer right here. So there's it's a really well-made device. There's been some rumblings that it's a Hellfire clone. I'll wait until I get to the review before I go into whether or not I think it's a Hellfire clone or not. It does have a lot of things about it that are very different from the Hellfire. There are a couple of similarities though, so I'll wait and reserve judgment until I do the review, but it is a very nice vape. So this one's kind of a show-off, I know, I'm sorry. I'm not actually going to review this because I've reviewed the device before, but I got my limited edition Doodlebug, which I'm pretty psyched about. So it's a special edition little guy there. I'm going to vape the hell out of this thing someday. Maybe someday when I'm not doing reviews and I can vape something other than what I'm reviewing the next week, I'll get to use my special edition Doodlebug. So, and this guy that you guys are going to see the review for next week, this is the AIOS D and T, which I'm sure that many of you are familiar with. Autofocus is not cooperating tonight, but this is the new top-fed Genesis / Dripper convertible from Mojo, the maker of the Chi-U. So we will be talking about that guy on the show, or next week most likely. So if you're interested in seeing a review of that little fella, tune in next week. So that's it for vape mail, those three devices. We're going to do the AIOS, like I said, next week. The Hana's probably won't be next week. There's a couple other things that I am going to review next week instead. So that's what we got coming up. And before we start getting into reviews, I'm going to do another giveaway. Why not? Give away some more stuff. So, yeah, the top fed design, I'll talk about it next week. So let's see. We're gonna do a giveaway from E6 Vapors. This giveaway is for a big old sample pack from E6 Vapors. So if you're not familiar with E6 Vapors, you should check out their website. It's e6vapors.com. They have some really good juice. Actually, Legend from them is one of my favorite kind of sweet RY4 style tobacco juices. A lot of other good stuff too. They actually carry some pretty nice mods over there as well. I think they have Steam Boys in stock over there. They might have sold out of them already. They carry a couple other really nice mods as well. So check out their website. They have some really cool stuff. Let's see what we got in chat. Oh, and the giveaway is for a big sample pack from them. It's actually 36 milliliters of juice. It's 6 milliliter sample bottles. So, and you get to pick the flavors that you want, you get to pick the nic level, and you get to pick the VG-PG ratio. Thank you for putting the link up for me, Jed. I appreciate it. So, hold on a sec. Random number generator's crapping out on me here. What the hell? Try doing a reload real quick. Alright, if this doesn't reload properly, I'm just going to switch over to random.org. Hold on a sec. Ay, jeez, you guys broke my random number generator. Alright, hold on. Random.org it is. Okay. So, true random number generator. Let's do 1 to 150 again. Hold on a sec. Let me just throw up a new screen region here. There we go. Alright, new random number generator. Ready to roll. So, number from 1 to 150. When I say go. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on, I didn't say go yet. Stop putting numbers in. Alright, go. Sample pack for me, 6 vapors. 6 milliliter bottles. And like I said, if you've already won, please refrain from participating in the giveaway. But even if you win one of the juice giveaways or the RTD giveaway, you can still participate in the giveaway for the iHybrid. So. A little more time, get your numbers in. All right, and stop. Yeah, I might actually switch over to doing that. The show's been growing pretty steadily, and you know, now that we have iHybrid sponsoring the show, I'm sure we're going to get more people, of course, too. So I might switch over to doing it that way. So anyway, stop. Let's see what we got. Seriously? Nice. 1 is the winner. Let's see if anybody picked 1. Let's see. Lunchbox has a 3. Scrolling through now. Oh, Quick Click with a 2. Alright, Quick Click. Looks like that's you. Congratulations. Pick who you're going to piff to. Alright, Quick Click. Let me know who you're piffing to. So that I can send them a message. Who's never tried it? First one gets it. First one that answered was Vapin' Devil. Alright, congratulations, Vapin' Devil. There you go. Alright, Vapin' Devil, I'm going to send you a message right now with my email address. What you're going to do is you're going to go to e6vapors.com. Jedi will throw the link up in chat again. And pick out the 6 flavors that you want for your sample pack. Send me an email with the 6 flavors you want, the PG-VG ratio if you need a custom PG-VG ratio, and also the nicotine level and your shipping address. Very important that you include your shipping address, of course. And here comes my email address. Alright, congratulations. So, technical difficulties aside, let us move on. We're going to get into reviews. So, first we're going to talk about the SQuape. So, the SQuape from Stattqualm. This is the SQuape. Swiss Quality Vape. That's what it stands for. SQuape. Okay? It looks like a Bliss. It isn't a Bliss, I assure you. It is in fact much more like a K-Fun. It is a rebuildable, obviously. 22.7 millimeter, which is a little odd. So it doesn't really sit flush on anything. The height without the drip tip is about 55 millimeters. It weighs 82 grams. It's 510 threaded, of course. It has an adjustable center pin. It holds 5.2 milliliters of juice. The body of the device and the base are made of stainless steel. The internal chamber is made of an aluminum e-metal coating, which I'm not familiar with. So, I know that, aluminum fumes are not good for you and have been proven to cause Alzheimer's, but, I don't know if this is maybe a different material that's safer, but again, I'm not sure, so, but just wanted to mention that. It is knurled at the bottom, as you can see, and it's machine finished the rest of the way up. The tank is actually PMMA, it is not glass. And what you get with it is you get this little plastic box right here that comes with the SQuape. You have what they call the replacement kit, which includes extra O-ring, extra screws. There's an Allen wrench in there as well. They also include a little bit of Kanthal and some 3mm silica as well, which is the recommended wick material for the SQuape. So I did not use the recommended wick material. I mean, well, I did at first, and then I tried a bunch of different setups on this thing because I wanted to really kind of put it through the paces. So I ended up with a kind of an unusual mesh setup that I would recommend if you want to set it up with mesh, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But first, I want to give you a couple of websites. So first off, it's 139 Swiss francs, which comes out to about 150 bucks. There's the link for the site that I purchased it from. And here is the link for the manufacturer website as well, if you want to check either of those out. Okay. The let's see here. The atomizer deck on this is interesting. So, first of all, it's not adjustable airflow like a K-Fun. It's more like a K-Fun Lite. You have this one hole, and I'm actually going to take autofocus off here so we can do all close-ups. So, 1 second. Alright. So, first of all, you have your adjustable 510 connection, and then you also have a serial number. This one's 223. And then you have these slots in the side for airflow. So, which is kind of nice. So actually, if you use this on a device that has a flat top cap with no air channels, it actually will still vape properly, which is kind of cool. So that's the airflow through that one little hole in the side. Okay. Drip tip is removable, of course. It's not like the K-Fun where you have a built-in drip tip, and then you also have a the ability to use it with an adapter. It comes with a drip tip, which I'm not using on here because it's very long. I'm using a little fake True Flow on here, New Flow or Faux Flow or whatever you want to call it. But I want to show you. So this is actually pretty cool about this device here. So one thing that's different with this than the K-Fun, even the K-Fun Lite, is you don't have to. You can take it apart and fill it. So what you have here is you have the cone, which you can see there. I'm not going to tilt it too much because it has juice in it and it'll flood on me. But you have the cone on the inside there, which has that aluminum enamel coating, and the cone actually screws in to the device. So it's actually screwed in here, and you can see it's got a hex. Let me see if I can tilt it enough. You can see there it's got a hex screw or hex hole where you use the Allen key to actually screw this cone into the top of the device, which is pretty neat. So so you just take the base off. Basically, you flip it upside down, you take the base off, and then you can fill it with a syringe down the side in the space between the cone and the outside ring of the tank. So it's very, very easy to fill. Now, as far as the Addy deck is concerned, this has also got that aluminum kind of enamel coating on it. Now, I tried a whole mess of different setups on this guy. So, now with silica, if you set it up the way that they say to set it up, which basically is with a double 3mm silica wick that's exactly as long as that base. So you just cut it off right at the edges, but it's double thick, so you have one piece of silica down through the channel, and then you have a second piece of silica that rests on top of it, and the coils are wrapped around both. It doesn't flood. You don't get dry hits unless you go, real low ohm with it. I wanted to set it up with mesh. I even wanted to try setting it up with unoxidized mesh. And I did successfully, because that coating is non-conductive. So it makes it really easy to set this thing up with mesh. So I tried a bunch of different mesh setups on this guy, and it just it gave me fits because it would either be dry or it would flood. I tried setting it up with a piece of mesh that went across the length of the top and then not have anything in these little channels on the side that you see here. Then I tried putting a piece of mesh like what you see here and then two little wrap pieces of mesh that fit those channels snug. That didn't work. Tried the piece of mesh like what you see here and put silica in the sides. That didn't work. Both of those setups gave me really, really dry hits. Now, then what I did was, all right, I said, okay, I'm going to go back to mesh. I switched back over to mesh. These are all solid wicks, 200 mesh, okay? And I made a thinner wick that fits in there, but it isn't super snug. It's almost a little bit loose down those side channels. The wick down the center, that's still snug. But those two wicks down the side channels are just a tiny bit loose. I mean, they could, if I shook it, they would probably fall out. They're not in there tight. That has proven to be basically a perfect vape. So, it sounds more finicky than it actually is, because it really is designed to be built with silica, and when I built it with silica, it worked fine. Right out of the gate. But I wanted to set it up with mesh because I knew that you could, and this is the build that I ended up with, and it's working really, really well, actually. It's a 0.9 ohm build. I've actually been using it on the Hana between 16 and 18 watts, and it's been vaping great, and I haven't had any dry hits on it. This is with 30 gauge mesh. So anyway, you see the stainless steel screws there. It's a real easy setup. You just wrap the wick first before you pull it in there, and then, you know, pull it under each one of those screws, screw it down tight, good to go. Pulse fire it until it's until the shorts are worked out, no problem. So yeah, that was kind of my experience with getting this guy set up. I didn't, you know, it took, like I said, it kind of took me a lot of trial and error to get it set up properly. But this build, if you're interested in getting a SQuape and you want to try it with mesh, I would recommend setting it up this way, because I have not had any issues with dry hits, and I have not had any issues with flooding since I set it up this way. It's 0.9 ohm, but I've been using it on a Hana mod, so I've been vaping it between like 16 and 18 watts. I think, yeah, I have it set to 16 right now. So pretty interesting though. You know, it's real solid. It's pretty heavy. It's very bulky. I don't love the appearance, but again, you know, that's personal preference. I think it's kind of ugly, to be quite honest, but you know, personal preference, like I said. The drip tip hole, no issues with drip tips fitting. They all fit just fine. And it is very easy to set up if you set it up with silica. It's actually easy to set up if you set it up with mesh and get it right the first time. But you know, it is finicky with how you have to set it up. It doesn't take long to set it up, but it might flood, or you might get dry hits the first couple times until you kind of get that nice balance there. So how does it vape? That's really what's important, right? So at 16 watts, I'm getting very good vapor production. It's actually pretty airy for me. I like a tighter draw, 1.1, 1.2 millimeter typically. This is a little airier than that, but it's not ridiculous. It's not like the Mister where you know, feel like you're sucking through a straw. The vapor is very warm, it's very thick, and it has a lot of flavor. It's actually, if you could easily set up a K-Fun with mesh, I mean, I know that you can set a K-Fun up with mesh, but it's really not set up to, and it's kind of difficult to do. I feel like this is about the same vape that you would get off of a K-Fun Light. The airiness is about the same. The K-Fun Light seems to vape kind of like a K-Fun, but with the draw open almost all the way. And that's about how airy this is. But again, like I said, the flavor is very good. The vapor production, as you can see, is very good, and it's not, you know, I'm not at a ridiculously low ohm here. So yeah. So to summarize, I would say, you know, positives and negatives. I think, you know, it's a good vape. If you want to set it up with mesh, it's going to take you probably a little bit of time. I recommend trying that build, like I said, where you have the kind of slightly loose mesh wicks through the side channels, and then the relatively snug piece of mesh through the top. You don't need to oxidize it though at all, because the material surrounding is not conductive, so you don't have any issues with hot spots really. You can just pulse fire them out. So I did find, while pulse firing it to get the hot spots out, that the base of the device gets super hot. So be wary of that. You know, maybe pulse fire it a little slower than you normally would, because it will get very, very hot. But yeah, overall, I think it's a very good atomizer. The only, you know, like I said, the only negatives I think is it looks kind of goofy, which is just personal preference. Some people like the look. It is bulky and it's heavy. So if you're looking for something compact, this is definitely not it. And questionable material internally. I don't know a lot about it. So, you know, maybe do a little bit of research on the that aluminum enamel coating that they use on the inside before you go purchasing one. So, but overall, it's a good vape, and I would have to give it a thumbs up, certainly for performance. So, all right, SQuape. I should try mesh wrapped around, what now? Silica. Yeah, I might try that, the nerve. I went through so many damn builds on this trying to get it right, though. I was just kind of... I really wanted to do a straight mesh build because I really do prefer the flavor of mesh. But I bet you're right. I bet the mesh silica hybrid build would probably work quite well. So, let's move on. What do we have up next? Next, we are going to do another giveaway. Let's see. This one is going to be from my friends over at Vape Syndicate. So, Vape Syndicate, check them out. VapeSyndicate.com. Jedi's going to throw a link up for me. No, hold on. Wait till I say go before you throw the numbers up, guys. Hold on. All right. So Vape Syndicate's got really good tobacco juice blends. I hate drawing comparison, but just for those of you that are familiar with Alien Visions, you know, like Bobas and Gorilla Juice, that type of thing, where it's kind of a sweet, desserty tobacco blend. The Vape Syndicate juices are similar to that. They're not 100% VG. I actually like them better. But they do those kind of dessert tobacco blend style juices, and I think they're really good. So, yeah, Throat Yogurt, and the names are hilarious, like Throat Yogurt and Lil Tart and Jungle Fever, and so, you know, they're all very funny and slightly dirty names. So, and when I say go, if you have not won something on the show so far, you are welcome to participate in this one. Pick one number from 1 to 150. Go. And the closest to 150 is going to win some juice from Vape Syndicate. It is a single flavor 30 milliliter bottle, so choose wisely. I actually like all of them, though, but my favorite is Jungle Fever. My second favorite is Throat Yogurt, so that's my recommendation. This is a damn fine atomizer. We're going to talk about this one a little bit. You know, it's interesting. I like doing 3 reviews at a time, like I've been doing on the show for a while now, and I use what I do. For those that haven't seen the show before, basically I do the 3 reviews, and then the following morning I set up 3 devices, or if it's a mod, I'll put an Addy on top of a mod, whatever. But I like having more than one atomizer, or more than one hybrid, more than one rebuildable to use at a time, because I kind of can figure out which one I'm really excited about, if any, based on like which one I kind of find myself reaching for more often. So I kind of gauge that over the course of the week before I do the review. It's nice. The Nahual has definitely been the winner this week, even though I do really like the SQuape. Oh, chat was broken, and now it's fixed. Okay, I'll give you guys a little extra time. If you had issues putting your number in, just keep going there. Yeah, I've actually, the Code Monkey's working on it, so, but he said the server load is fine. So, anyway. He told me to tell you the Code Monkey is working on it. Well, the SQuape was designed so that you can use mesh in it, but it comes with silica, and I think the recommended build is silica. And with the silica build, it's actually quite easy to set up. But of course, me being who I am and a lover of mesh, I decided to go for the mesh build. So that is correct, Vapin' Devil. Oh, that was a PM. But it's correct anyway, so. Alright. We'll give you guys a little bit more time. Yeah, exactly. This isn't all silicaed up. It's all meshed up. Alright. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds and then we'll stop. See what we got. Alright. Here we go. Random number generator says 15. Low numbers. Alright, so bear with me. Scrolling through chat. Okay, 2 17s. A 16. Okay, it looks like the 16 is the winner. I just want to scroll through one more time. Alright. Oscillate, it looks like it's you. Another creative name, very nice. Alright, congratulations Oscillate, that's you. So, I am going to send you a message in chat in just a moment with my email address. What you're going to do is you're going to go to vapesyndicate.com. You're going to pick out the juice that you want, and you're going to send me an email with the juice that you want, the NIC level that you want. If you need a custom VG-PG ratio, let me know that as well. And please include your shipping address as well. Don't forget your shipping address. So, and here comes my email address. Congratulations. Alright, there you go. Alright. Let's move on to the next review. So, next up, the Nahual. The Nahual by Urquidezj. Urquidezj is over on Vape Pit. Let me throw up a link for you real quick. Hold on a sec. This is for his little sub-forum over on Vape Pit. There you go. That is Barrio Urk. The Nahual has actually been out for a little while, but he's started to ramp up production, so it's now becoming, I certainly wouldn't call it readily available, but it is becoming a production device now, whereas before it was just kind of a short run. He made some improvements to it. This is technically a V2 Nahual, and yeah, and it's really good. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So the retail price on this guy is $140 US plus $5.15 for shipping US, and then $23.98 shipping international, and then plus PayPal fees on top of that. So if you're in the US, it comes out to about 151 bucks. It's just under 16 millimeter diameter. It's 5/8 of an inch diameter. The official specifications that he sent me in a PM, the length of the device is, and I quote, "shit, don't have the length on hand." So that's how tall it is. It's made of 3/16 stainless steel. It has a brass pin and brass securing positive nuts and a stainless steel negative nut. Teflon upper insulator that gets shielded by the lower positive nut. I'll show you that in the design here in a bit. Delrin lower insulator. It has silicone tank O-rings, a Viton cap O-ring. I'm not familiar with the materials. Holds about 2 milliliters of juice, and I already gave you the price in the link. So, let me see here. So let's show you what this little guy looks like. I'm going to switch off autofocus again, and we'll do some close-up. Okay, so first up, let me show you what this guy looks like. So this is the Nahual. Very nice looking, well machined, very clean looking. It's got a nice brush finish on it. A little bit of a chamfer on the top cap there. The wick hole, or the air hole size, I didn't mention in the specs because you can actually choose your air hole size, which is pretty sweet. So, and then it's got this nice little engraving here that actually says Nahual. It's Nahual in a fancy little font there. So, the 510 connection, as you can see, it's got a brass adjustable positive post, or adjustable positive connection, stainless steel threading. Okay, very, very well machined. The lines on it are incredibly clean. Everything is very, very smooth. I mean, the detail on it is pretty amazing. It's actually a brushed finish underneath on the flat bottom, as you can see there. The circular brush finish. It's the same brush finish on the rest of the device. And this is something that you'll notice about the device in general as I kind of go through here. So we'll take a look under the top cap. Hold on a sec. Yank this off. Top cap is on there nice and snug, not too snug. Okay, so even at that small, you can see the top cap is even slightly reduced beyond the size of the 16 millimeter diameter. So if I had to guess, I'd say it's probably about 13 millimeter diameter in there. It's very, very small. There is very, very little room inside this device. Okay. No issues with drip tips fitting. However, one thing to keep in mind with this device, the way that it's designed, because it's so tight inside there, you may find that certain drip tips that have a longer base on them are going to be a little bit too long and could potentially touch the positive post. So that's something to keep in mind. It's something that Urk is aware of. It's actually not a design flaw. It's intentional to keep the top cap very, very small. So he recommends using a drip tip that may be like a Teflon drip tip that's got a shorter base, or a metal drip tip that's got a shorter base on it, not one of these big honkin' drip tips. So, oi, Fred, come on, buddy. Fred's doing his cameo at an inappropriate time. Come on, dude, get down. Alright, we'll let Fred get on camera a little later on when we're not doing a close-up. So, anyway, so keep that in mind. With the drip tips, you want to use a drip tip that's got a short base. Doesn't have to be a short drip tip, but the part that actually fits into the drip tip connection on the atomizer should be short. The top cap, flat, very easy to work with. You know, it's not a lot of room, but you don't really need a lot of room because it's flat. You've got two different size holes there. you've got a 2.7 and I believe a 2.2 millimeter hole. You get to pick which one you want to use as the fill hole and which one you want to use as the wick hole, because of the way that this is designed. So the negative screw is actually insulated from the positive post, but on the same post. Pretty crazy. So there is no separate negative screw here, okay? The original Nahual was designed the same way. This is a little bit, this is kind of an upgraded version of it though. So basically what you do is you trap the bottom wire, or the negative wire, and underneath the center you screw that bottom screw in to tighten it down, and then you wrap a few times around and then trap between the two positive brass nuts there attached to the positive post. So you can see, if you look, the positive post is much more narrow than what looks like the positive post directly above the negative. That's actually the part that's insulated from the positive post. It's pretty cool. So and I've got a fat wick in here. I actually use the larger of the wick holes. I prefer to, larger wick hole. I like a bigger hole. Yeah. But the larger wick hole does help improve with wicking. So, but anyway, yeah. So it's real. Come on, dude. There's Fred. Let's get a close up of Fred real quick. All right, Fred, in the middle of the Nahual review. Here's a close up of Fred. There you go, bud. All right, get down. So, what else to say about under the top cap here? I think that's pretty much it. So, it's actually pretty easy to set up, even though it's a little different, it's a little unconventional. You just have to make sure that you keep the wick separated from the center post enough that your wire is not touching the center post, so it's not shorting out there. And you also want to make sure the wick is nice and straight, because you don't want it to be touching the top cap of the device. It's all very, very tight in there, and it is designed to be so that there is as little room in there as possible. It's really, really cool. So, let me pop the cap back on, and let's vape this shit. One moment, please. So, the real question is, how does it vape? Yeah. This thing is awesome. This is an awesome atomizer. I hope he opens the list up, and maybe, I know he's actually producing them pretty quickly now. He's starting to pump out batches of these guys. If you can get a Nahual, get one, because it's just, it's a fantastic vape. For a single coil device, I'm gonna say it, I like this better than the Hydra. It's not quite as warm and hot, it's not quite as hot and sharp flavor and vapor as you get from the Mini Micro that we talked about before, but that's a dual coil, and we're talking about a single coil here. For a single coil setup, this is the most flavorful, I think, Genesis that maybe I've ever used. It's comparable to a Hellfire Mini. I would have to put them side by side and vape them at the same time to really say whether or not one has a little bit better flavor than the other. But it's incredible. This thing's amazing. Vapor production is very good, very thick vapor. The air hole is located low, closer to the addy deck, which actually helps improve the wicking and pull the juice up the wick. I've never had any, actually I did have an issue with a dry hit this is kind of funny. So a couple days ago, I'm vaping on this thing, and I take a couple puffs on. I'm like, oh, getting nasty, hot, dry hit. I'm like, what the hell? So I pop the top cap off, and I fire the button, and the coils are glowing. I tilt it, and they're still glowing. I'm like, what the hell? So I rip the build out, and I put it back together. Before I put the new wick in, I go to drain the juice. And this is how stupid I am, or at least how tired I was at the time. The tank was empty, and that's why I was getting dry hit. So I guess really the only negative about this guy is, something that some would consider a positive. The stainless steel tank on it, you can't see how much juice is in there. So if you get a dry hit, maybe put some more juice in before you pull your wick and coil out and build a new one. Yeah, I know. I was tired. Bear with me. Or give me a break. But, anyway, yeah, so that happened just a couple days ago. I actually told Urk about it. He laughed at me. As he should. And you should all laugh at me, too, because it was pretty damn stupid. But, anyway, I'm going to take another vape. So, I mean... And this is a small wick hole. You're seeing the good vapor production that I'm getting from this guy. This is a 1.1 millimeter air hole. I think I said wick hole. I meant to see air hole. So it's a pretty tight draw, and I'm getting really, really thick vapor. And the flavor is just ridiculous, like I said. Oh man, yeah, I could sit here for 2 hours and just let you guys watch me vape that thing, but I won't put you through that. So yeah, Nahual, that is the shit. That's a really damn fine atomizer. So Urk, dude, seriously, good job, man. This thing is killer. And I never tried the original one. But the design improvements on the V2 are actually really impressive too. Everything about it is just super, super high quality. The machining on it is super, super high quality. I actually thought when I first got it, and I sent Urk a message just to make sure, I thought that the positive screws were gold because they were so well machined and polished and like super gleaming shiny. And he's like, no. He said... he told me they were brass, obviously, but I don't remember exactly what he said. It was something funny, but I don't recall, so I won't even try to repeat it. Anyway, so yeah, it's awesome. Big thumbs up. Get one if you can. Nahual, rockin'. So, let's move on. 2 milliliter juice capacity. Let's see. So yeah, actually, that might be another negative, I guess, is it doesn't hold a lot of juice. So, but that's really it. I don't mind, I've actually been dripping a lot lately, so typically I've been carrying one of these around with me with the little needle tip in my pocket, so the juice capacity thing doesn't really bug me too much. Alright, Fred really wanted to get on camera, so I'm gonna let him get on camera for a sec here, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. So there you go, buddy. Fred is the star of the show. For those who haven't seen the show before, he always does at least one cameo. So this is my buddy Fred. Alright, bud, come on, more pets later. There you go. Alright, another giveaway. This giveaway is, hold on one sec, from, let me find the logo here, my sponsor that you may have heard of before, iHybrid Modz. Oh shit! So, it's time, guys. Get your numbers ready. Wait until I say go, okay? We're giving away the iHybrid Logo Pure. It is brand spanking new. And then the chat went silent. as everybody typed their numbers and waited for me to say go. So, hold on a sec. Let me get random.org ready. We're going to do number from 1 to 150 again. And when I say go, pick a number from 1 to 150, just one number per person. And if you have won something on the show already, that's fine. You are allowed to participate in this giveaway. And I am ready for chat to explode and for the channel to crash right now. Oh, maybe not. I have a feeling chat's going to lag a little bit right now as 400 numbers come in at the same time. Well, not 400, but a significant amount. I'm sure chat is lagging a little bit. Just give it a sec, guys. You're all typing at the same time, so. Uh-oh. Wow. Alright. There we go. My chat just caught up. Yeah. That was a whole lot of numbers at the same time. It was all within 10 seconds, I think. All those numbers just bombed chat, so it took a second to catch up. I'm gonna give you guys a little more time to get your numbers in. So numbers 1 to 150, please. One number per person. Yeah, it looked like it was just a little hiccup in the chat because so many numbers at the same time. So we may have to change the way that we do the giveaways on the show moving forward. We'll figure it out though. Yeah, Sharon, the chat actually lagged for a bit because everybody was putting numbers in at the same time. So we're in the middle of the iHybrid Pure giveaway. If you're just joining in the room, pick a number from 1 to 150, just one number, and post it into chat. So, and I'm going to give everybody enough time to get their numbers in because of a little bit of lag there. So, and Jedi just posted the link to iHybrid's website if you want to check out some of the stuff that he's got coming out. He's also got some official vendors. Lightsig is one of them if you want to check them out. There are going to be a few different stores, or actually maybe many different stores that are going to be carrying the Pure, which is great, so they're going to be more readily available. This particular one is a limited edition though with the iHybrid logo, which is pretty sweet. So. And, you know, I have to say, the Pure, it's pretty incredible that iHybrid Modz was able to keep the price so low on this device, because it's really well made. I mean, it's very light, it's all aluminum, anodized aluminum, hits hard. You know, the performance on it is fantastic, and it's built really well. For $100, I mean, you're looking at a little bit more than what you would pay for like one of the higher end Chinese devices, you know. So it's a really good, really good price. Definitely a great investment. So. Alright. So when I say stop, no more numbers please. I'll give you guys a few more seconds. Yeah, I mean the Pure gives a better quality vape than you get off of some $250 hybrids. Which, I mean, for $100, like, how can you go wrong? And it's more compact too, which is nice. I like that anyway. And stop. Alright, no more numbers. Let's see what we got. It's probably going to be a number that 10 people picked, and we're going to have to do a roll-off, so let's see what we got here. 148. Alright, let's see who picked the high numbers. I see a 140 from Hot Coil. Please bear with me, guys. I have a lot of numbers to scroll through. So, and I'm not seeing what's happening in the bottom of chat right now. So, alright, 141 from Vape ADM. 144 from Twisted Vapor. Getting closer. Let's see. 147 from Mangle Pup. Alright, I'm going to go through one more time, but it looks like Mangle Pup. Which that's a horrifying name, if I'm catching what you're throwing there. Let me see. Just make sure. Alright. Mangle Pup it is. Congratulations, Mangle Pup. Well done. You have just won yourself an iHybrid limited edition Pure with the iHybrids logo. And thank you, iHybrids, for sponsoring the show. My newest sponsor. It's really exciting stuff. You know, top American modder right now. Him and Doc Dave are the two top modders in the U.S. right now. I don't think that you could really argue that. So, at least for, you know, at least for the current trends. So. Let's see. Mangle Pup, I'm looking for your name. Give me one sec. Alright. Here comes my email address. What you're going to do is you're going to send me an email with your shipping address. And I will get this sent on to you. Here you go. So you'll see it come across in chat as a message from me. Just looks like all the other messages, but it's a PM with my name and then your name. So, alright, congratulations, Mangle Pup. There we go. Faceless ass. Nice. Alright, so let's move on. Let's see how many people leave the room now. Hopefully you all stick around. We're not done yet. Time to talk about the Hana mod. So, the Hana mod. This is a DNA 20 box mod. I am going to, so there's a couple things I didn't like about it. One of which is the reason why the logo is a little bit faded, because I actually brushed it. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's a DNA device, DNA 20. So I'm not going to go through all of the features of the DNA 20. It's variable wattage from 7 to 20 watts. It's variable voltage from 4 to 8.3 volts. Amp output of 6 amps. Atomizer resistance is technically 1 ohm to 3.3 ohms, but I've used lower than 1 ohm on here without an issue. The input voltage is 3.2 to 4.3 volts, so once your battery gets below 3.2 volts, it's not going to work properly. The input current is 1.5 to 7 amps. Dimensions on the device: it is 3.43 inches tall. It is exactly 1 inch wide, and the length is 1.94 inches. Okay. So it has the little firing buttons on the side, as you can see. Those two on the bottom are the adjustment for adjusting the wattage, and then that's the firing button right there. So it's nice, you know, right about where your thumb's going to go when you're holding the device. There you go. So let's take this guy apart. Oh, actually, let me give you the price real quick and the website. I'm sorry. So, website, if you're interested in finding out more information about Hana Modz, what's going to be coming out soon from Hana Modz, and more information about the specs on the device. Here you go. It's available through a number of resellers, including actually Urquidezj, who sponsors the show, 310 Vapors, and also from Local Vape, and it's also available from some other retailers as well. The retail price on it is around 250 bucks. The body is made of aluminum, so it's pretty light for a good sized box mod. Hold on a sec. It comes in a fancy little box, and it also comes with a little retractable charger, which I'll show you real quick. This little guy here, it's a double retracting charger, so you can tug on it and it retracts down, and then you pull it back out and it locks, as you can see. The firing button on it, actually, here, let me go close up for you. Hold on one sec, guys. The firing button on it is actually, it feels really nice. It's very, it's got like a nice firm click to it, and you can probably hear that. Hold on a sec. It's a light click, but it feels kind of firm to the touch. It's not, you don't have to press it too hard. You can, I shouldn't have tried to unscrew the positive post right after I dry burned it. Burn on my thumb. There you go. But anyway, the firing button. So it's got a nice, good, clicky feel to it. I like the way it feels. The other buttons on it as well, just like that. They're slightly recessed, but as you can see, if you look at it from here, hold on a sec, it does stick out a little bit looking at it directly from the side. But the DNA 20 does have a 5-click on-off, or a 5-click kind of, it's not an on-off, the device is still on, but it's a lock, so that's what I meant, 5-click lock. The natural finish on this is kind of a swirled brushed finish. And I actually brushed it again, and I'm going to talk about why in a little bit. But let's show you what the inside of this guy looks like. So it's pretty easy to take apart. You just need either a small flathead or a small Phillips head screwdriver. It's got 2 screws on the back, and we'll pull this guy apart. Okay, one sec. So, 2 screws on the back, top and bottom. Pull this guy off. Here's the inside of the back, machined out. And here's the inside of the device. Takes an 18650, as you can see. Got an AWIMR in there. And you can see there's a clear piece of plastic that covers up the electronics and the wiring. And then the wiring is glued in. It's pretty secure. I think it's a silicone glue, if I remember correctly. So as you can see, it's a little messy in there, but you know, everything's pretty well secure in there. Some of the other DNAs that I've seen, the internals were not terribly secure. So I'm sorry, I see that there's a chat request that just popped up. I'm not going to answer that until after the review, sorry. So you don't need to remove the battery on this, which is nice. So you can pop an AWIMR or whatever 18650 you want to in there and leave it because it has the ability to charge via USB with that charger that I showed you. Before I screw the back on, we'll show you the top. It's got a slightly recessed kind of a little bit of a juice well there that is sealed, so even if you do get a little bit of juice leak, you can clean it out. It's not going to leak into the electronics. However, but we'll talk about that in a sec. There's kind of two issues that I have with the device. So let me pull autofocus off here while I screw this guy back on. So I want to talk about the finish real quick before, while I'm kind of screwing this back together. So as you saw when I did the close-up, it's got I put a flat brush finish on there. Actually, I didn't do it myself, but I had a friend of mine put a flat brush finish on there for me, and I actually had a J-wrap on it as well. Because I think I just lost sound there for a second. Hold on, sorry about that. So since it's aluminum, it picks up scratches really, really easily. Which, it's not a huge deal if you're going to use it as kind of like a beat around mod and you don't really care if you pick up little scratches on it and stuff. But I don't know, I like to take good care of my devices and keep them looking nice. And just in a couple days, and I had this on a flat table and put it in my shirt pocket, and that was it. This didn't come in contact with keys. It didn't come in contact, other than, maybe a little bit of dirt on my hands and whatever lint was in my pocket, I don't know, but it picks up scratches like crazy. So I got I had the finish put on there and a J-wrap put on there as well, but I took it off for the review so that I could take the back off and show you what the inside looks like, because you can't remove the back if you have a J-wrap on there, because it's a one-piece wrap that goes all the way around. So anyway, so I don't like that that it's aluminum on the outside. I understand why, because it's thick and it's heavy. Maybe a different finish would have been a better choice with aluminum. Maybe like a deeper brush finish, or maybe a media blasted finish or something like that for the aluminum, just so it doesn't pick up scratches as easily, because boy, it does pick up scratches very, very easily. So the other thing that I noticed, so I've been using the SQuape on top of this, as I mentioned earlier, and as you guys have seen. One of the problems that I have with one of the problems I have with the SQuape was, because I was being finicky with the different setups with the mesh and trying to get it working right with mesh. I had it flood on me a couple of times, and even with this screwed down in tight and with a J-wrap on it, I still had some juice seep in because of the way that this is, the way that the back is lined up here. So if you can see, the seam for where the back comes off actually goes through the juice well. It doesn't go around the juice well. Okay, that line goes through the juice well. So there's actually a split in the juice well that goes right across here. And even screwed in super, super tight, I still had some juice seep down into there. It didn't short out the electronics. It was just a little bit. I opened it up and cleaned it out. But still, that's a concern. So maybe, hopefully, that's something that maybe will be changed in the V3. I would think that the back piece should probably, and come across and then go down and around the juice well, so that the juice well doesn't have a line through it where juice can potentially seep in, and does in fact seep in. So how does it work? It's sturdy, and it works like a DNA 20 works. So if you like the way a DNA 20 works, it's great. You've got adjustable wattage. It goes all the way up to 20 watts, so you can crank it up pretty high, and it gives a good vape. It performs well, and like I said, it is pretty durable, even though it does take scratches. It does scratch really easily. JWraps does have a Hana Modz JWrap now, though, so if you want to put a JWrap on it to either cover the finish because you don't like the finish, or to prevent scratches on it, you can certainly do that. Let me take a couple vapes here. Alright, sweet. Yeah, good vape. But, that's going to be entirely dependent on what you put on here. If it can handle high wattage and wicks well enough, then you can crank up the wattage on this guy and, get a nice warm vape out of it. So. Alright. So, yeah, there you have it. That's the Hana Mod. Actually, let me do a quick overview of the positives and negatives. So, if you like a DNA 20, it works really well. It's sturdy. It's well built. Internally, though it's a little bit sloppy, but everything's covered and secured pretty well. So, I feel like you could bang this around and you're not going to have any issues with the wiring coming loose like on some other DNA 20s. Negatives: be careful with that seam in the juice well, and it does pick up scratches very easily. And the price tag is a little bit high, I think, too. Especially since it's an aluminum device. Even though it is quite well made, I think $250 for an aluminum DNA 20 box mod is on the high side. So anyway, that I do think it is a good device overall, though. So I would give it a thumbs up. So that is my review of the Hana Mod. We're going to do one more giveaway, and then we are going to do our little Q&A session at the end of the show. So hold on one sec. So this next giveaway is from Boondock Vapes, and if you are not familiar with them, you should check them out. They have very, very reasonably priced juice, and they have some really good stuff. They actually do fruit blends very well, and I kind of fell in love with them when I tried their mango, which is really good, over at VaporCon last year. And I've tried some of their other stuff since then. I really like the new summer one they came out with, the Arnie Palmer, which is basically, it tastes like Arnold Palmer lemonade iced tea. And it's pretty much spot on. It was kind of strange. Like the first couple puffs I took of it tasted a little bit odd, and then it really started tasting like Arnie Palmer iced tea. So if you like that stuff, you'll probably like that vape. So let's see how many people we have in the room. One sec. Actually, let me see if my other random number generator is working again, because that can give me a room count. There we go. Alright, we're going to do another number from 1 to 50. Actually, we're going to use the old random number generator because it seems to be working again. So, hold on a sec. Where's the other screen region? There we go. Alright, so this will be another number from 1 to 150. And when I say go in chat, pick a number from 1 to 150, and what you're going to win is a 4-pack of 6 milliliter bottles of juice from Boondock Vapes. You get to pick the 4 flavors that you want. You get to pick the nic level, you get to pick the PG-VG ratio, and yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, 4 flavors, the big sample bottles, the 6 milliliter ones, so you get 24 milliliters of juice. So when I say go, here we go. Mangle Pup did Silica Wicks. And if you have already won juice or something else tonight, please refrain from participating unless you want to piff to somebody else. Like Vape Devil just did, and Ring Capacity just did. Very cool. You guys are way ahead of me. Yummy. Alright. Is Faceless still in the room? I thought he left. Oh, Faceless is in the room. Okay. Well, shit. Oh, and Boondocks is in the room too. Nice. Yes, Mangle Pup can participate in this. Like I said, the pure giveaway is separate from the rules of the rest of the giveaways. So. Alright. Give you guys a few more seconds. And when I say stop, no more numbers, please. The show starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. So 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. And 1 a.m. for my UK friends in the room. Alright, and stop. Let's see what we got. $120. Alright, let us see here. $117 from Doggin. $117 from Pat and Mel. Oh, we might have a roll-off. So Pat and Mel got a 117. I don't see any closer. And 117 from Doggin. I'm just checking through one more time. Alright, so we got 2. We got a roll-off. So, when I say go in chat, Doggin and I'm sorry, let me check the other name again. The other person that had the 117. Doggin Doggin and Pat and Mel 458. Both of you guys pick a number from 1 to 10. Oh, nice. There we go. Boondock says 2 winners, so both of you guys won. Thank you, Boondock. Awesome. So Pat and Mel and Doggin, both of you guys just won 4 juice sample pack from our generous sponsor, Boondock Vapes. So head over to the website, pick out the 4 juices that you want. I highly recommend Mango, Arnie Palmer, Cashmere is really good, Pina Colada is good. But I mean, you know, pick out whatever you want, but I recommend those. And hold on one sec while I send you my email address. And what both of you are going to do is send me an email with the 4 juices you want, the nicotine level that you want. If you need a custom PG-VG ratio, include that. And also your shipping address, which is very important, of course. So here comes my email address. There's one from Doggin, or one for Doggin rather. And hold on one sec, Pat and Mel. I'm just scrolling through chat to find you. There you are. Alright, and there's my email address for you. Alright, very good. Thank you guys. Thank you, Boondock Vapes. So, now, this is the part of the show where we do a little bit of free form. So, this is the Q&A session. So for the last few minutes, we'll probably go over by a couple minutes. If you guys have any questions about anything, if you have nice, okay. Actually, the best thing to do, Crispy, is actually contact me on Facebook. And the same goes for anybody here. If you have any questions about anything that you saw on the show, and I apologize now for everybody that watches the show, it's really hard for me to follow chat. I typically don't pay attention to it, especially while I'm doing the reviews and the close-ups and stuff. It's next to impossible for me to read the chat too. So that's why we do this little Q&A session at the end. If you have questions about anything you saw, anything rebuildable related, whatever you want really. If you have questions for other people in chat, that's fine too. You know, fire away. You know, like Faceless is here if you have questions for him. I'm gonna post my Facebook name in chat right now, so if any of you guys want to contact me with any questions or anything, through Facebook is the way to do it. That's my Facebook name, Mike the Hill Giant, all one word, my last name. So thank you, Dharma, thanks for coming by. No, Paul, no, you can't have my Skyrim Geppetto pipe. Let's see. Any news on the titanium pures and fectas and dual coil fectas? That is a good question for Faceless, who I think is still in the room, because I don't know the answer to that one. So let's see. Clean the contacts on your mechanical mods. So it depends on what the contacts are made of. If they're stainless steel or rhodium or gold plated, you don't need to clean them. You can just wipe them with a cloth and they're fine because they don't oxidize. If they're brass or copper, I would recommend using either a Cape Cod cloth or like Mother's Mag polish to polish the oxidation off of them. Silver, same thing. Actually, with silver, typically, alright. So brass, solid copper, you want to polish them basically, and then clean them with a little bit of dish soap afterward. With silver, it's typically not solid silver. It's typically silver plating. So you don't want to polish it because you can actually wear off the silver plating, which is the last thing that you want to do. You can actually give them a baking soda soak. And that will clean off the silver, or you can get some of that silver polishing submersion stuff that they sell for like cleaning silver silverware and plates and stuff like that. So, let's see. On the EA mod, the Electric Angel, I actually haven't tried it, Diz, so I can't really comment on that. I should give it a whirl at some point, and you know, so I can speak to it, but I haven't tried it yet. So, let's see what else. I missed a couple of questions earlier in the chat. Hold on. No, I'm not selling it to you, Pat. Back. Darth, I don't want your balls either, okay? Let's see. Yes, I do actually, Nilbog. So I talked to Bear Brass Mods. He had a fix. He was about to send it to me. He's actually going to send it to me to film a tutorial video on how to install it. It's going to be easy to install, but just for people that aren't comfortable and want to see a tutorial, I'm going to film that once it's ready to go. The last I heard is basically what's on the Facebook page. He's working on getting those magnets in a rush order, and he's also working on a conductivity ring that's going to fit into the switch as well to improve the voltage drop issue, and then the magnets will improve the hot button issue. So he's definitely working diligently on it. Let's see. I did not review the ELA yet. I actually have one on the way that should be here by the middle of August. I was a little late on ordering one, and the wait time on it went up to like 10 to 12 weeks. So nice. So Faceless says titanium pures will be done tomorrow and shipped to the vendors this weekend. And the Fectas had a little setback, going to be about a week or so. Titanium Fectas in about a week or so as well. Awesome. Have not tried the Magneto Vape ADM. Let's see. Yeah, vinegar-based Windex does work well on silver as well. How old is my goatee? I don't know. If you go back through my YouTube videos, you could probably figure it out, though. I'm not sure. My facial hair grows pretty fast, though, so... let's see... What else? Da-da-da. Alright, everybody's asking faceless questions. Will I trade the pipe for your third nipple, and you'll throw in 30 milliliters of pizza juice? That's tempting. I'm gonna have to think about that and get back to you, actually. Yeah. The ELA wait is pretty long, but I've got, you know, one thing, once you know, since I've started doing these reviews and getting on lists for some of these, you know, kind of higher end devices, you become much more patient. And like the ELA does not seem like a long wait to me. When the, you know, when it went from 6 to 8 weeks to 10 to 12 weeks, I was just kind of like, it's all right. You know, because I mean, I've waited. Actually, I just got today in the mail my Star Caravella 596 Star that I got on the list, well, and 596 as well, that I got on the list for back in October of last year. So, like, you know, you get patient. Oh, okay, no bog, thank you. Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. You're Asian, so your hair grows awkward and scraggly. Your facial hair does. That's too bad. I'm sorry. I don't have that problem. I have to pretty much shave up to my eyes. If I didn't shave like this up here, I'd actually have, my beard would go higher. So, Yeah, you know, I heard about what happened with the Vela list today. I guess the whole site went down. It looked like it was having some major bandwidth issues, and I guess whoever hosts the site for him, like, basically shut down his website because of the bandwidth. But I don't know. I'm sure that he's working on it. I feel bad for Pedro. He's actually a really, really nice guy. So, let's see. Alright, I think I'm caught up. The domain is locked now? Oh my god. Well, I hope he can get that straightened out. Like I said, he's a good guy, so... He's just, you know, the thing that sucks is, like, the whole reason that he did it is he's just trying to be nice, because there's a lot of people that want a Caravella and haven't been able to get one, and the list is closed, and so he's, you know, he was opening it back up for non-Caravella owners, and just... That's what you get for being nice, I guess. But what? Oh, the SQuape? You want to test the material? Oh, I missed that one. Sorry. What do you have to do to get that SQuape? Let's talk about that in private, because I don't think that what you have to do would be appropriate for me to talk about on the show. Alright. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming by. So, yeah, I saw that the account's been suspended. So my guess is he's probably got like a paid, he's probably got a limited bandwidth, and he probably pays by the gigabyte or something like that, and he went way over his plan or something. I mean, I'm sure that it's something that can be corrected, so I wouldn't stress too much, and I'm sure that he's working on it. But, you know, keep in mind it's 4 in the morning there, so, you know, or 3 in the morning there, so they probably can't do much about it right this second. But my wink is disturbing. Good. That's what I'm going for. So, anyway, alright. Well, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you guys for coming by. It's great to see a bunch of new people. Hopefully a lot of hybrids coming to the show now. I hope you guys enjoyed the show and you keep coming back, for not just for the giveaways, but actually like the show. So, and I'll be the replay, if you're interested in watching it, will be up on the VapeOn YouTube channel, and then the individual reviews will be up on my channel as well within the next couple of days. So, who won the Pure was Puppy Mangler. What was the name? Manglepup? Manglepup, I think was the name. So, yes, but thank you guys so much for coming by. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys all next week. Maybe some new faces too. And congratulations to everybody who won stuff on the show tonight. Again, I hope you enjoyed the reviews and enjoyed the show and got some interesting information out of the show. And yeah, hopefully I'll help you make some buying decisions. That's kind of the whole idea behind the show. So anyway, I am gonna go and have some phone sex with Faceless. So yeah. Alright. Bye.